Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. In the previous episode, we went toe-to-toe with one of our oldest rivals ever, the Chicago Blackhawks, through 7 brutal games. You know, it was really back and forth. It was one victory, a loss, victory, loss, victory, loss, victory, back and forth, back and forth. We didn't have a lot of momentum. It was just one of those series. So, going all the way back to the start of the last playoffs, there have been 5 straight 7-game series. This team is tired. This team has played 35 games through the last 5 rounds. This team is tired. But we made it. And you know, I discussed a lot last episode about the impending retool, rebuild, whatever you really want to call it. But it's going to happen. It's a fact. You know, this franchise mode is winding down, so I thought I'd do something interesting to... I don't want to say ending, because it's not ending soon. It's ending soon, but it's not ending soon. Do you understand me? You'll hear about it in the coming days. Just try to enjoy it while it's here. Now, I did discuss the stats through the first 7 games. So if you in the last episode, the end of the last episode, where we won, we beat Chicago, who had a very interesting lineup. So if you haven't seen that series yet, I suggest going and watching that before you stop by here. I did discuss the stats, but today we're talking about Winnipeg and the postseason. So let's check the playoff tree real quick and see what happened throughout the first round. The Avalanche versus Winnipeg. I feel like I've seen that matchup a few times, and Winnipeg never gets by. I faced Winnipeg, I want to say, two times in the postseason as the Minnesota Wild, or as their general manager. The Avalanche. That would have been a fun series, but I'm glad Winnipeg knocked them out because the Avalanche was a strong team, especially since their offense wasn't hot until the very end of the series. I'm glad Winnipeg moved on. In a Pacific Division matchup, Vegas swept San Jose and Calgary beat Nashville in 5 games. Okay, 2 Canadian teams in the second round in the Western Conference. In the East, the Devils beat the Islanders in 5. Columbus beat Tampa Bay in 6. Boston beat Florida in 6. So Henry Auger, the Art Ross winner, is out in the first round. Florida continues to waste their time. And Buffalo sweeps Pittsburgh. So the East is looking very, very interesting. I would say all of those teams, if we made it to the finals, we would have history with each and every one of them. But we're not here to talk about the East. We're here to talk about the Winnipeg Jets. 44-30-8, 5-3-2 in their last 10 in the regular season. Not the best regular season team. Not the best, by far. But I have a feeling they have a strong team. If you beat the Avalanche, you gotta be doing something right. So the Winnipeg Jets, what are they looking like? And it has been some time. Winnipeg, Jesper Straka, hello, former 11th overall pick, probably top 5 player from his draft class. It was one of the most probably top 3. I'd probably put him. It was a stacked draft class. Okay, 1,400 points. One of the best players of his generation, almost 800 goals. He's one of the best to ever do it. First few seasons, iffy. No, he was in La Liga. So ever since he got to the NHL, he's never posted a season below a point per game. Nothing below 90 points. He is a legitimate sniper. He's won a few Rocket trophies. I don't know if he's ever won a Stanley Cup. We've beaten him in the past, but he knows our number. His teammates, Jamie Gallivan and Brandon Spiller, both older players. He got a 33-year-old, 32-year-old. So it's an older line, but Jesper Straka can hold down the fort. Second line, you have an aging Cole Perfetti, who is still at an 89 overall. Still a great forward for the Winnipeg Jets. You got Jerome Gugnot, 27 years of age. Great name, by the way. Andy Lehman. Not a great second liner, but there might be an injury, right? Third line, you got Ricardo Steffens. Not bad. Wayne Weidman. Brennan Rook, or Rurook. Fourth line, you got Alexei Baikov, Kosti, and Leminin. Okay. You know, I've seen worse forward cores. Chicago's forward core was an interesting, very interesting choice by the coach in Chicago to make some line decisions. But here in Winnipeg, they look to have a decent core. How is their defense looking? Yeah, it seems like the league's defense is getting worse all around because defensemen just want massive contracts, and some of these teams that spend high in forwards like Jesper Straka and Jamie Gallivan, they're not going to have a bunch of money to spend here, and they have a mediocre defensive squad. You got 375 overalls. This is basically an AHL defense. Montoya and Trojanovic are solid third pairing guys on my squad. But here in Winnipeg, they're their best option. Goaltending. Their starting goaltender, Lubomir Simek, 26 years of age. I feel like I always see this guy at the top of the leaderboard in stats. Last season, not the best, but he always floats around some really good stats. Last 2 seasons, he's put up 31 wins, so not the best records. But I feel like, at the starting of the season, I always feel like he's in the top of goaltender statistics. Their backup is Skylar Winkler. Now, it all comes down. I said it always comes down to goaltending. Who are the scratch players? Nothing. That's generous. What a name. It's probably pronounced differently, but I love that either way. Bumgartner and Mercer. This is just the team they're going with. Their defensive core is what it is, and their forward core is the best you're going to get. So this is the Winnipeg Jets. Oh my god. Well, our journey continues, ladies and gents. Game number 1, round number 2, against Jesper Straka's Winnipeg Jets. Here we go. I have no idea what to expect, but I know Stanley Cup or bust. We got to keep moving on. First period. 1-0 Winnipeg. Oh, so many. The opposite of so many. None. Barely any shots from Winnipeg, and DeAndre Moore lets in a goal. Now, some goal support would be nice, Minnesota. Just like the previous series, you come out flat. I don't know why. Our top 6 is exactly the same. Yes, the bottom 6 has been going through some growing spurts. I get that. I understand that. But you also have to understand, you have a 98 overall player on your team. Anthony Francis is dropping an overall, which means this team is changing. You have like 5, 6, 90 overall players on this team, Minnesota. Pick it the hell up. Second period. Well, we got the goals back. Anthony Francis ties it. Rook takes the lead. Gugnot makes it 3-1. Gogolev scores a late goal. Not a strong game from DeAndre Moore. 13 shots and you've let in 3 goals. I will go with Spencer Knight if I need to. He had a pretty solid round number 1. A few iffy games, but you were solid through and through. You're not starting out on the right foot here. Third period, we can still make it a game here. It's a 1-goal game, and just like that, DeAndre Moore craps the bed. Appreciate that, not giving us a chance to get back into this one. The goal support is not there. Straka rears his ugly head, and Winnipeg looks to be winning game number 1 here in Minnesota. We are loading. We're pumping the shots on net. 42, and they don't even muster 20. Not even. Simek with a phenomenal performance, and that's exactly what I just said. He is going to make or break this team. Goaltending always does it, and I'm getting a little sick of her performance. I'm getting a little sick of how we're starting out series. Game number 2, let's make it an even series heading to Winnipeg. First period. DeAndre Moore, I can't give you many more chances like this. I'm going to go with Spencer Knight if we can't capitalize in this game. Harry Parrish opens the scoring. Wideman, Spiller, Brandt Clark, Gallivan. Man, you have so many chances to shut this down. Please. Second period. Oh, Bykov, Francis makes it a 1-goal game. I have nothing to say. I'm going with Spencer Knight next game. He's not playing. I said I would give him a chance, and he's just not capitalizing. He's not becoming that goaltender. And it's a contract year, man. Kreider ties it up late. It's very late in this game. Power play, come on. Capitalize, Minnesota. Long one, and we are heading to overtime? Overtime. Uh-oh. Now, I know this is new. We don't usually jump into overtime games unless it's the Stanley Cup Finals or an elimination game, but you know what? We're starting something fresh. Overtime is exciting as hell, and I want to see how it finishes. In front, and that is tipped off Grossman. I don't know why the defenseman is up on the rush. Better go play defense. In front, Francis back to the point. That's a big pass, and Kahn will pick up the puck. Straka will strip Toby Kahn of the puck. Winnipeg with a chance here in overtime. He will be put in front of the boards, and DeAndre Moore with a puck in front, a backhand shot from I have no idea, but he makes the save either way. Francis is actually first in hits, which doesn't surprise me. He's an absolute big boy. Face-offs. Here we go, and Minnesota will win it. Grossman around the net. Phenomenal pass. The IQ was all there. Newman on the rush. Second line in action, and Trojanovic will pick up the puck, but Minnesota struggles with it. Playing around the point. Newman and back to Brandt Clark. He's going to take a shot in front, and that's... Oh, what a close opportunity there. Okay, Simic had the rebound, though, and that's a big hit from Brandt Clark. Brandt Clark smushes the forward. He takes the hit himself, though. Perfetti, second line center for the Winnipeg Jets, and Brandt Clark will strip the puck. He is doing work right now. He's going to wait for a change. He's going to go all the way back into the defensive zone. Harry Parrish will get out there. Harrison Hadar over to Brandt Clark. They're making some phenomenal passes right now. Picking up the slot. There we go. He's gonna, can't find anything here. Harrison Hadar back down to the point. They'll take the shot. That is wide. Holy moly, what a big wind up there. Another big hit from Parrish. Oh my God, the defensemen are taking and throwing some hits right now. Trade deadline acquisition in Hood. He's going to get stripped of the puck, but he holds on to it, and we can't get a clear shot right now. Their defense is too tight. Winnipeg in front. That's a slapper, but that will be a save in front. And what a tip shot. What a phenomenal shot. And DeAndre Moore will slow down the play. Oh, okay. He had to make one or two big saves right there. That was they didn't even show the shot before that, but a big opportunity for Winnipeg here. Both first lines are out. I'm calling for a big face-off win from Francis. Come on. And they lose it, but Kahn will pick it up. Nowhere for Winnipeg to get that puck back up. Pietrangelo with his big body. What's he going to do? We got to find a shot in front. And that's a big one-time shot. A phenomenal save from Simic. Are you kidding me? There's no way you stop an Anthony Francis one-time shot. Okay, both first lines are getting some action here in overtime. Francis will win it clean this time. Tremblay, that's a shot in front. I'll take it either way. At least it was on net. Winnipeg will restart their offense, but Minnesota will strip the puck again. Okay, Francis looking for an opportunity here, but Winnipeg will start off the offense again, and they will dump the puck. Tremblay, young defenseman. Hopefully he doesn't make any big mistakes here. I'd appreciate it. Pietrangelo in front. That's a tip shot. The defensemen are getting in for the rush. That is huge. Clark in front. Anthony Francis with a shot to end it in game number 2, tying the series up in overtime. I mean, that wasn't the cleanest of periods I've ever watched, but I will take a series tying goal either way. We couldn't really get any play started in the zone, but Pietrangelo back to Francis, and you give him 1 or 2 opportunities in overtime and he will bury the puck. Okay, Minnesota, that's exactly what I like to see right there. Yeah, I'm gonna check it, because why the hell not? Yeah, that was, I gotta see, that was, I'm right. There's a lot of conundrum in the offensive zone and defensive zone. There wasn't any real puck play. It was just, so we get a shot in front. Pietrangelo tips it. Tremblay gets it in front. The defensemen were up on the rush all overtime. Kahn will throw it back down to the point. We did a lot of that this overtime. He will throw it back to Kahn. Kahn will throw it back to the point. They intercept it, but that's a wild pass down below. Pietrangelo strips it, and he will send it in front, and Francis will bury the puck. Phenomenal play. Somehow it went in our favor. Could have easily ended with a Winnipeg win, but we force the series tie. I like that. It's only 2 games through, but we show some resilience in overtime right there. Let's head to Winnipeg. They don't have an airport, so we're going to have to drive. We're going to have to drive somewhere. I'm sure their military has an airport, right? Maybe? I don't know. Bell MTS Place. Here we go. Series is tied. After some overtime fun, let's see if we can finish it here with a big game 3. First period. Okay, Winnipeg comes out hot. Gugnot with a big goal to start things. Gugnot's been important for them, and Pietrangelo with a late last-minute goal ties the game. Shots in our favor, 17-11, but DeAndre Moore did all he really could. 1 goal and 11 shots. That's a pretty solid game so far, but it's far from over. Second period. Tie game through 40 minutes. Leading in shots still 31-23. It is a goaltender's duel. 1 goal should probably do it here in the third period of play. Come on, Minnesota. We need a big E and Jesper Straka. It was only a matter of time until Winnipeg got on the board here and their big boy comes to play. Where are our big guys? Our offense has been so stagnant the last few games. Come on, Minnie. Come on. Last minute here. Come on, Minnie. Show some resiliency, and we drop the ball. 44 shots. DeAndre Moore did all he could. The strong games, they never give him any support. No support. None. Nobody's running away with the points. He's been our best player so far. I said I'd go with somebody different, but he had a strong game right there. You can't take him out. You can't. Like, what do I change? What do I change? We're playing pretty awful right now. Okay, Noonan up to the first line. Pietrangelo down there on the second. I know he's leading in scoring, but we gotta change something up. Something's gotta change here for Minnie. Do we go something like +3 on this? I'm keeping DeAndre Moore in. He had a strong game, but that usually means he's gonna have a bad next game. But we have to go with the strong hand. We have to go with the hot hand. Game 4, we're down in Winnipeg. Let's see if we can tie things up heading back to Minnesota and make it a best of 3 again. First period underway. 1-0. Cale Newman sending him up to the first line. A big first period goal. Simic played as good as hockey as you can ask for. 1 goal on 14 shots. I'm glad DeAndre Moore didn't let in 1 on 4 shots. Okay, 1-0. I could take a 2 or 3 goal lead. Please, second period. Ah, yes, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. LDR scores the 2-0 goal, and Pietrangelo demoting him down to the second line. That's not a demotion. We just needed to spread the wealth out. A big 3-0 goal. They've only mustered 12 shots through 40 minutes. Let's see if we can finish this off in the third period. Power play early for Winnipeg, and we score a short-handed goal. That's exactly how you do it. Simic has to feel a little bad there. Cole Perfetti makes it a 3-goal game again, but we have half a period remaining. That should easily be the series tie after 60 minutes of play, and we are headed back to Minnesota with yet another best-of-3 situation for the 6th straight series. We have a best-of-3 situation. Oh, DeAndre Moore with a strong game. Can't blame him there. I can't blame him. He won. Why would I blame him? Okay, game number 5. This team is so tired. We're looking for Lord Stanley. We won't stop. We can't stop. We have to send this team off with a Stanley Cup. Can we do it? Here we go. Game 5. Let's see if we can end it under 6 in our favor. Or, I mean, of course it'd be 6 games. Duh, stupid. First period. Game 5. Here we go. 1-1. Harry Parrish, another first period goal for him. And Houston ties the game late. Okay. We're doubling them up in shots. DeAndre Moore with a weak start, but it's 1-1. Our offense needs to step up for him. One of these nights, our offense needs to step up for him. I mean, they did last game, but we need to just win outright. Second period. Okay, Bissonnette, Chistov, Don Kreider, Straka, LDR has scored so many goals, and Trojanovic. I mean, we scored 4 goals there in the second period, but they are keeping pace. We're not out of the woods yet. 24 shots to 16 in our favor. They have pulled their starting goaltender. DeAndre Moore needs to step up. It's a 2-goal game. Their big guy seems to show up. Third period, let's see if we can handle this one. Head to game 6 in Winnipeg and finish this series. Power play again, Minnesota. Come on, let's just get some insurance. Power play for Winnipeg, a late power play, and we kill it off. Don Kreider with another goal. 3-goal lead late, and we will head to game 6 with an official lead in this series for the first time. Don Kreider with a first star, Harry Parrish with a second. Okay. Some big performances here and there. There's a few guys that have just been so quiet. I mean, Francis scored a shorty not too long ago, but man, you gotta step up. We're heading back to Winnipeg. Let's end this series before we head to 7 again. I don't want to see game 7. I don't. Please, for the love of God, Minnesota, just end it in 6. Because if we go, my heart can't do this much longer, Minnesota. My heart can't do it. Please just end it in 6. Please do me a favor. Do your GM a favor and just end it in 6. First period, game 6 underway. Let's see how it goes. 1-1 tie after 20 minutes yet again. Strong goaltending period from both ends. Kale Newman starts the scoring. Costis ties the game late. If only we could have held on to that lead. It's a tie game. Shots are pretty even. Second period. God damn it, DeAndre. We take the lead, and they're like, oh, thank you. Third period underway. 2-goal game. Jesus. Come on, Moore. Come on. You have a chance to finish this. They never do it. Okay, so we're heading to 7 for the 6th straight series, the Minnesota Wild are heading to Game 7. What's the record for that? What's the record for consecutive Game 7s? Don't know. This is... another Game 7 we're heading into where I'm not sure about the goaltending. What do I do? This could be it for a lot of guys on this team. I continue to say I'm tearing this team down, and if I see people disagreeing with me, too bad. I've been saying it for the last 6 episodes. It's just the way it's gotta be. This is the last time a lot of these guys are gonna be playing together. Game 7, do or die. Cup or bust. Game 7 underway. Let's see how we... No, I gotta think here. I gotta take my time and breathe a little. I gotta say something. Quinn Hughes is up in the press box. He's watching. He's just old as hell. He's got kids. He's got a wife. He's happy. But he's still your goddamn captain. He's still the captain of this team, even though he's gone. I gave him some respect, and I said, okay, we're going to wait to find that captain. The future captain will step up if we want to go farther. They will step up. The future captain must step up. I need to see your name on the board. I need to see you helping us. Game 7, do or die. Is it the end of an era? First period. Here we go. Slow sim underway. This is gonna be a game. Oh, I can't do this again. Power play Winnipeg. They're kind of the same, Winnipeg and Minnesota. You know? No? And the Minnesota Wild special, a late period goal. Costi scores for Winnipeg. DeAndre Moore, that was a strong period, but please. That was behind the net. Did he score a lacrosse goal on you? Did he score a lacrosse goal on you? Tell me he didn't score a lacrosse goal on you. Please tell me he didn't do that. Second period. Come on, Minnesota. Where's the offense? Georges Tremblay, a third pairing defenseman. Toby Kahn with a big goal. Power play. Come on. Come on, Minnesota. Power play, Winnipeg. Oh, Winnipeg. Come on, power play. Power play. Come on. Come on, Minnesota. Oh, Gallivan ties it. Ah, no. Power play. Okay. So it all comes down to this. Jets versus the Wild. Game 7. 2 guys to step up for Minnesota. 3 guys to step up for Minnesota tonight. I won't mention one of them because it's voodoo. Georges Tremblay, a third pairing defenseman who we acquired in the offseason because cap. Toby Kahn, who was the most paid player on this team, maybe he's a future captain, steps up. He's a playmaker and he's decided, okay, I'm going to shoot the puck. I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to make a difference and take the lead. This could be the end of an era. You know that. So let's see how it goes. Third period underway. Minnesota. Who steps up? Who is the man? Who is it? Who is it? Come on. Come on, Minnesota. Come on, Minnie. Come on, boys. Somebody step up. Whoever it is. Power play goes away. Come on, power play late. Power play again. And we're heading to overtime in Game 7. You're going to do this to me? Really? Really? Oh, no. I am putting down the controller. Minnesota, it is time. Game 7. Who's the hero? Cale Newmanen. What's he going to do here? He gets the puck back down to the point. In front, that is intercepted by Trojanovic. Sends it up to Gallivan. Straka over to Gallivan, back to Straka, and Francis intercepts it. I don't know English. Francis, can he play hero again? Cale Newman back to Khan, in front for Cale! Cale! Oh, he had all the space and time to make a move, and he fumbles it, and the goalie stops the play. First line versus first line again. They gotta run the powerhouses. Face-off win again. Brant Clark over to Grossman. Grossman back to Newman. Newman back to the point. And Gallivan strips it. This is a big no-no. Trojanovic, their top defenseman. Spiller over to Trojanovic, makes a stop. Brant Clark picks up the puck. Restarting the play for Minnesota. Gonna do here. Back over for Grossman. In front. What a save! What a save! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No. Simic just saved the series. Oh. I knew it. The moment Simic made that save, I knew it. The moment Simic made that save, I knew this series was over. Winnipeg just walked into the zone and ended it. He just ended the Minnesota Wild. Did you see that save? Hadar, he got smushed. Wow. I'm gonna take a look at that save. I'm just gonna take a look at it. I should be more sad. Let's take a look. Yeah, we have to go all the way back to the save. Because that save ended the Minnesota Wild. That save ended the Minnesota Wild. Maybe ended a dynasty? A modern day dynasty? Brant Clark comes into the zone. Okay, let's bring it all the way back. Brant Clark brings it into the zone. Into the zone, he's going to play around with it, sends it. He's going to stop, sends it in front for Grossman. Grossman takes the shot, big rebound. And he, oh my God, a skate save? Are you kidding me? Hadar. Oh, he couldn't elevate the puck. And Winnipeg will come down the ice and score. Yeah, what a terrible pass from Toby Kahn. We're paying you $15 million for that? Yikes, okay. And Steffens is going to play with the puck. He's going to send it in front. Three Minnesota Wild on him. 3. This team's got to be dismantled. And takes a shot. DeAndre Moore couldn't make the save, and the Minnesota Wild are done. You know, I was going to take a look at the stats at the starting of the next episode, but I feel like the draft, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff, and I don't want to waste time. So how about we just look at the stats and see this team for what it is. 6 Stanley Cups, 14 straight President's Trophies. We actually technically haven't won. We haven't been awarded the President's Trophy just yet, but we have it. That Simic save ended us. I knew the moment he made that save, we were going to lose this game. It was automatic. It was just like that. I mean, we can look at forwards. I mean, Newman, we had a lot of minus players. We were just torn apart. That was our 6th straight Game 7. And it went to OT, and we were tired. We were so tired. I'm tired. Seriously. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I love this team. I love these players, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna trade away some big pieces. And these guys that you see here, some big guys. Maybe Francis goes. You don't know. Maybe if I find something that works. Petrangelov, Numanen. You don't know. You don't know who's gone. Brant Clark, Parrish, Grossman, Trump, Bizinet. You don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's going and who's staying, but this team is officially on rebuild watch. We could compete next year. We could. But as these big guys gradually get older and we don't have superstar talent in the pipeline, this might be the best route to take. And DeAndre Moore, I know that overtime goal was rough, but he had all the room in the world. The skater, that is. I didn't hate your play throughout this playoffs, but Game 6, you had a chance to finish it out both series, and you didn't. I'm losing a lot of faith in you. You really haven't proved yourself as a big-time goalie. Spencer Knight, I'm sorry I didn't get you into any games, but I wanted to go with my future. I wanted to test the future, and the future might have not been the best thing to go with at this time. I know I didn't go in depth with stats, but I just wanted to show you because next episode is going to get a little rough. Do I even do my outro? I'm just feeling sad. Thank you guys anyways. I love your support. I love this franchise mode. This isn't the last episode, but this is the last time this team is going to be the same. This team is changing, okay? I'm just letting you know. This team as it is, the 60-win Minnesota Wild, are done. It's a fact. We're blowing this team up. It's going to be fun, actually. It's going to be really fun. Sad, but fun. Thank you so much. 500 plus subscribers. You guys are absolutely killing it. I wouldn't be able to do this every single day. I know probably a lot of you guys don't watch every single episode. I don't blame you. That's a lot of content to endure. With my next 2 franchise modes coming out, yes, there's going to be 2. And if you stuck around to the end of this episode, you deserve to know. There's going to be 2 simultaneous franchise modes. One regular franchise mode and another one that I discussed a long time ago in another video. I'm not going to say it right here, but they'll go every other day. So one Monday, the other Tuesday, the other back and forth, right? You get it. This isn't the right time to describe it, but if you're here, I love you guys so much. Minnesota Wild, the times are changing.